Hey you guys, thanks for stopping by today. So I wanted to sit down and film kind of a quick little get ready with me tutorial. I'm not sure what I'm really going to call this, but basically today is Friday and my husband and I like to go out to lunch pretty much every Friday, and it's 11:29 right now and I only have about 30 minutes left before we need to leave. So I had meant to get down here and film sooner, do something a little bit more extensive, but I just kind of ran out of time. I had a lot of things going on this morning, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of turn this into just a quick makeup look, like kind of a type of look that I like to do when I'm in a hurry. So that is what we are going to do today. So I have already applied my foundation and my concealer, but everything else we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to do this in under 25 minutes is my goal. Typically this would be like a 10-minute makeup look, but because I'm filming and I'll be talking a little bit, it's going to take a little bit longer. So one of the looks I like to do when I'm in a hurry is a really basic, simple face and eye look, and then just a pop of color on the lips. I think that's probably, if you're wanting to look put together, that's one of the easiest ways to do it that's really, really quick. So today I pulled out my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is one of the palettes I love to use for a quick eye. There's so many options in here for just doing something really, really quick. Now, have you guys heard the rumor that this palette is going to be discontinued? I don't know if that's true. I've heard a lot of people saying that. I'm really, really sad about that because this is really one of my favorite palettes. So I'm going to take this color right here. This is Salted Caramel. This is just kind of like a warm, kind of a peachy brown. I'm just going to pop that into my transition area just with a big fluffy brush. If you are not aware, this palette is, I think, on sale next week from when I'm filming. It's Friday right now. This is the second week of the 21 Days of Beauty, and I believe that this palette is on sale the last week of the Ulta sale, so I'm not sure by the time I get this video edited and uploaded that possible that sale will be over. But check. Go to Ulta and check, because if it's still available and on sale, I definitely recommend picking it up because I think it's 50% off during the sale. And this is a really great palette. If you love neutrals, this is probably one of my favorite neutral palettes, and it smells amazing. So I know I've mentioned a million times here on my channel that I am a huge, I collect eyeshadow palettes. I love eyeshadow palettes. But I've just been feeling so overwhelmed with just how quickly eyeshadow palettes come and go. Don't get me wrong, I am my eyes are always turned by a new palette, but sometimes when I step back and when I actually think about, okay, I just bought a palette and I haven't even opened it yet and I'm already moving on to the next palette. A person can't possibly not just use that many palettes, but even crack into that many eyeshadow palettes. I feel it's kind of become a little bit crazy. It's kind of madness, to be honest. Honestly, I feel a couple of different ways about it. One, it's kind of exciting, the idea that there's always something new and different out there, but I'm also a very realistic person. I can't realistically afford to buy that much makeup, and honestly, even though there's a part of me that would love to have every eyeshadow palette in existence, I mean, realistically, I just don't think that's very responsible. Doesn't seem the right word. That seems kind of harsh, because I know there's a lot of people out there that makeup is their hobby, including myself. And I'm taking this shade right here. This is one of my favorites in this palette. It is the color Marzipan. And I'm just taking that on a flat concealer brush and just popping that all over the lid. But I don't know. I've kind of been thinking about maybe doing a no-buy period for myself. Not to to make any sort of statement or anything, but really just to force myself to have a chance to really enjoy the palettes that I do have, because I kind of feel I have a lot. I've kind of been buried in the back of my palette drawer that just get neglected and I just don't have a chance to use them. Alright, now I'm taking this shade right here. This is the color Semi-Sweet. It's just a kind of warm medium brown, and I'm just going to pop that right at the corner of the lash line. So I'm not going to do any liner today. We're just going to really smoke things out with eyeshadow. My hair is looking a little crazy. I know I'm not going to have time to do my hair. What time? Where are we? So I've been trying to think of some fun ideas to do, video ideas to do here on my channel. And one, I've seen people do similar type of things, but I would love to do maybe some sort of prioritize my makeup wish list, because I don't like to impulse buy things. I like to think out my makeup purchases. Not always. Don't get me wrong. I definitely am guilty of impulse buying sometimes, but I enjoy my makeup so much more when it's thought out and I don't have like the guilty feeling attached to impulse buying something. So I thought of maybe doing some sort of like makeup kind of a wish list and really like talking about like the things that I want to add to my collection and maybe products that I feel like I really not necessarily need but that I've been wanting to try for a long time and maybe ranking them. I don't know, would you guys be at all interested in watching something like that? I think it would be kind of fun to just, you know, talk about. Now I'm taking this shade right here. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it. This is the color Hazelnut. And again, I'm just kind of concentrating that right here. I love to do this. So this is a MAC 217 brush. In my opinion, if you have a smaller eye, the best blending brush ever. This does so many things for your eyes, and I really don't have time to talk about this right now. But I'm going to say it anyway. So this brush is really great for eyeshadow, and what I love to do with this brush, especially when I'm in a hurry, is take a really dark shade, and I will just kind of put it right here where my upper and lower lash line kind of meet, and I'll just kind of go in circular motions and then kind of drag it over on the top. I think I might have mentioned this in other videos on my channel, but this is just a great quick technique. Just makes it so easy to kind of get definition on your sort of outer corner and lash line without having to worry about fussing with, you know, the shape of your eyeshadow or eyeliner, or it just kind of does it all in one stop. Like it lines and it defines and it like smokes things out all at the same time. So if you're in a hurry, definitely try this technique if you want like a nice kind of soft smoky look, because I think like it always looks good. This is one of those makeup looks that just never fails me. Now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild brown liner. I'm just going to put this on my upper waterline really quick. Okay, now I'm just going to give my eyelashes just a quick curl. Like this is dangerous to do when I'm a little further away from my mirror. I usually like my face to be like pressed up against the mirror when I'm curling my eyelashes. I'm just going to pop on a little bit of mascara. Today I'm using the Butter London Double Decker Mascara, also on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty. I do really love this mascara. However, it does flake a little bit on me by the end of the day, but it gives really good volume and length. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm going to just run a little bit of the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is the color Taupe. Through my brows. This is a super quick brow pencil. And it's very, very cheap. I've gone through like 5 or 6 of these. So this is one I just love to like reach for when I'm not worried about my makeup, because it's just so easy to use and it's really cheap to replace. So this is kind of like my go-to just everyday kind of brow. I don't know if any of you out there follow Mariah Leonard on Instagram or on YouTube. So I saw a post that she had up on Instagram recently, and man, that girl has the best eyebrows I have ever seen. Like, they're amazing. And I'm not even someone that ever really notices people's eyebrows, but it made me think like I need to figure out some good eyebrow products and like a good eyebrow technique, because I think sometimes I don't pay enough attention to my brows. Like I don't know, I've really been into that kind of look lately of like minimal makeup and really awesome feathery looking brows. I just don't quite know how to do it. This is the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel, by the way. I think I need to probably invest in some better brow like setting. I think it might help if I invested in some better like brow setting products. Like I don't know, I'm thinking about trying out the Glossier one. I've heard some people say Benefits is really good, or Anastasia's brow setter is really good. I don't know if you guys have a brow product that like will give your brows that kind of like locked straight up kind of look. Let me know, because I totally am wanting to like figure out that technique. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild contour palette. This is the one in the color Dulce de Leche. I love this product. I rarely reach for it though, mainly because of the shape. Like, I find this is just such a weird shape that I have to put it like way back behind all of my other bronzers, and so I never remember that it's there. It is really nice though, and it's really inexpensive. I have to say though, this definitely, I don't know if you guys can see this because my camera doesn't autofocus and I don't want to refocus it, but it's super soft and powdery. So like you can see I've hit pan on this, and I don't even use this that often. So you hit pan on this really, really fast because the product is so soft that when you dip a brush into it, it just, so much product kind of gets wasted. And that's always something that kind of, with some products, bothers me, particularly with like blush and bronzer. It doesn't bother me with eyeshadows. Like by Anastasia eyeshadows do that, and that doesn't bother me because I've kind of learned how to work with them and how to be really gentle with them. But I don't know, when I see all that product being wasted, I just, the frugal side of me just kind of has an anxiety attack. Okay, we're at 23 minutes. Gotta speed things up a little bit because I'm doing a liquid lip today, and that's going to take me a minute. Because we all know that I'm not very good at liquid lipstick. I love that bronzer though. Doesn't that look amazing? Right, so I'm going to be using this liquid lipstick today. This is the one I got in BoxyCharm for the month of September. So it's kind of this like rosy, like dusty rosy red. So I'm trying to think of like the best blush to use first. I think I'll probably go with this one. This is Max Melba, which whenever I'm in doubt, I grab Melba because it goes with everything. It's like the perfect, has the perfect undertone. It could really go with any lip color, any eye look. Has like a little bit of everything in it. A little bit of like dustiness, a little bit of rose, a little bit of peach, a little bit of pink, a little bit of mauve. It truly is like the perfect blush. Honestly, I use this blush all the time and it still looks brand new because it is quite pigmented, so you only need like the tiniest bit of it. Okay, so let's highlight and then we will move on to the lips. So today I'm going to use the Stila highlighter. This is in the color Brilliance. This is one of their Heaven's Hue highlighters. Such a pretty highlighter. So my sister got me an Ulta gift card for my birthday. Thank you, Angie. Super generous. And I actually went in to buy one of the Becca Highlights because I have never tried a Becca Highlight. And I feel like Becca Highlights, are the highlight that started all highlights. And I kind of get this feeling that like you can't be considered a makeup lover and not own or at least have tried a Becca highlight. So I went into Ulta with the intention of buying Opal from Becca, and I just, after swatching it, I don't know, I swatched that one and then I kind of looked around the store and I saw this one, and after swatching it I just felt like this was, I don't know, a better match for me. It's a little bit more subtle, which really is more my style. But then again, I still am thinking, dang it, I maybe should have got Becca because I still want it. So, do any of you guys do that? You overthink things? Seriously, the number of times I went back and forth between the Becca tester and this tester swatching, and I'd like take the swatches over by the window and see like what they look like in the light. It's ridiculous. But I do really love this one. I think it's super pretty. So now I'm going to just pop on my liquid lipstick and I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Please ignore the hair. I've been fussing with it for like 4 minutes and it's just one of those days. This is definitely going to be going up in a bun, but I really love how this look turned out. This is the perfect type of makeup look to do when you are just in a hurry but you want to look a little bit extra put together. The key is to find just the perfect lip color. I love this lip color. For someone like myself that's a little bit uncomfortable in a super bold lip, this is just that perfect lip that's definitely like a statement color, but it has just enough like neutral undertones to it that it's very wearable at the same time. So again, I love this color. For those of you that don't know, this is from Hank & Henry. This did come in BoxyCharm. I don't know where else you can get this brand, but I'm sure that if you do some research, you'll be able to find it. Hank & Henry is the brand and the color is Petal Pusher. And with that said, I am out of time. It's time to head out the door. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me, and please be sure to subscribe before you guys leave, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. And I think I had lipstick on my nose that whole time. This is what having babies does to natural curl. It kills them. There we go. Fixed it.